Ah, global warming is a joke, man. Why'd I say that? I'm in the shade. It's 90 degrees. Cloud was covering the sun. Cool breeze. That's why I'm able to come at you right now outside in long sleeves. You feel me? This is the sun. Woo! I just felt it turn up like 10 degrees. It feel like 105 right here. Yeah. But how y'all doing today? If it's Monday, it's Beyond Babbitt. And this is your host, Brian Anthony. Cool right here, baby. Cool, man. I'm telling you. So, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? We're just gonna let you know what's going on around the world today. You know, because I did get a comment. Someone said it's not gonna be a World War III. You know, I said there won't be a World War III. I've been hearing about this stuff for years and ain't nothing happened yet. Well, if you look around, it's happening right before your eyes. Every minute, every hour, you get closer and closer. You know, these things take time to build up, plan out. It's not like some road rage incident to where, you know, y'all get mad and y'all just get out or just shoot across or ram each other, whatever you do, right? This is not that. This is something that has to be thought out. This is going to cost millions, if not billions, if not trillions of dollars. It's going to cost lives. Whose lives? It may cost tens of thousands or tens of millions or billions, right? It's going to cause collateral damage. It's going to change the future. You know, if you have kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, nieces and nephews, you know, people who may live on, you know, you think the young would live longer than the people who are older. It's going to affect them and their kids and their kids and their kids. So yeah, it takes time. These things are planned out. Believe me, it's going to happen. The New World Order, planned out over 100 years ago. Several hundred years ago, probably. It was prophesied about thousands of years ago. And we're just now, you know, getting to the point to where we could actually, not we, they could actually pull it off. I was going to say we have the technology, not we. I don't possess it. They possess it. I'm saying we as people, as governments, as mankind can actually enslave ourselves and make everybody worship the devil. Oh, that's what it's about. You didn't know? It's all about good and evil. But anyway, let's get into what we're talking about today. World War III-D chess moves. So let your next move be your best move. Trade wars, and these are very important. And we're going to talk about treasuries, the dollar. It's a lot of this is 3D chess. It's World War III-D, really what it is. So let's get into it. There's a channel, YouTube guy, Money GPS. He's reporting Russia sells 50% of U.S. Treasury holdings overnight. So Russia had like a little over 100 billion with a B, $100 billion worth of U.S. Treasuries. They've cut that to like 50 billion. Mm-hmm. And what they're doing is they're accumulating more gold. It's the wealth of nations. See, when nations get to where they can't trust each other, when the banks get to where they can't trust each other, when the central banks, and then when they can't trust currencies, you go to gold. What's so bad about it? The price of gold fell today. Stocks opened down. I haven't checked it lately, but Stocks were down today. Earlier, it was down, and metals were down. That's weird. That's weird. You see, because remember the seven signs? Seven signs that we're in economic collapse. You know, go watch that video. So we're having trade wars, but see, and gas went down as well. So see, they're messing with us. They're messing with us. The gas prices went down, stock market went down, but that's one of the signs. It reversed because it was going up, and gold and silver went down. It's supposed to go up. Yeah, but the price of energy is still going up. Like electric, your electric bill is going up. Food, it's going up, and the tariffs. Let's come on. Let's get into this. So Russia just sold its over $50 billion worth of U.S. treasuries. They don't want the dollar anymore. They don't want to be invested in. They don't trust that anymore. They're going to the more safe bet, which is gold. Can they say Japan is unloading as well? Japan is unloading treasuries as well. See, as the trade war heats up, every country becomes isolationist, you know. So everybody goes after the money that anything out there that's owed, well, give me that. I need that, you know. Yeah, and these things, it gets really tight like this before bombs start dropping. Yeah, I know you've been hearing about it for years, but it takes years to get to this point that we are now. We're about to cross a threshold. Speaking of Japan, Japan had a 6.1 earthquake today. It hits Okasaka, Japan, and it's first they were saying 200 injured. Now I last heard something like 300 injured and 3 dead. 300 injured and 3 dead. That could be like 33. That could be a sign. Okay. The Economic Times is reporting trade war. India brings up 241 million retaliatory tariff hike on 30 U.S. products. So India brings up $241 million retaliatory tariff hike on 30 U.S. products. See, the trade war is beginning. When you hit at people, then some hit back. There's some deals everybody wants to do, but let's hope it's more diplomatic. Let's hope we have more to gain than to lose. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And they were saying that earlier when I was looking at the stocks. I said the stock market was lower on U.S.-China trade war fears. So apparently the thing with China is heating up as well. And then speaking of China, there's a new airborne virus in China which kills 40% of the people who get it. The kill rate. That's almost half. 40%? So if you get this thing, they said some type of mutated bird flu. That's what I'm saying. It's in China now. You get this thing, 60% of the people survive. 40% of the people die. Woo. And they think they're going to get raptured out of here. They think they're not going to see the plagues and the pestilences. You're seeing them. Yeah, they say, oh, the revolution won't be televised. Yeah, you are seeing it. Oh, World War III won't happen. And we've been hearing about it for years. You are watching it. Recognize the signs. Everything about war is misinformation, disinformation, and covert tactics. Yeah. If I come out and I bust you right in the nose, pow! tell you, this is not an assault. This is not an attack. Are you gonna listen to what I'm saying? Are you gonna listen to what I'm doing? Watch what I'm doing. Okay? Okay, so now this is also going along with the trade war, because the South China Sea, you know, that's one of the three fronts to this war. And it $5 trillion worth of $5 trillion worth of commerce products pass through there, like I believe it was daily. $5 trillion. I don't know if it was daily or weekly, but it was in if I'm not mistaken, I have to check those numbers, but it's definitely 5 trillion, and I think it was daily. So that's one of the reasons why all of those nations want to claim those islands, and China has taken them, is building on them, and saying that they're no longer international waters. Okay, so why would we care? Just because, you know, it may take us a little longer to sail places we got to go around, because so much money is going through there. Whoever controls that, it's a lot more to it. So this is what's happening. See, that's part of the trade war, which leads to hot wars, because China is militarizing it. They're building military bases on the artificial reefs out there. They're building artificial reefs on those little reefs out there. Military bases, airstrips and all. So, French and British ships to sail through South China Sea. Yeah. Yeah. French and British ships are going to test them. They're going to sail through the South China Sea. France to challenge China with biggest ever air exercise in South China Sea. You see what I'm saying? They're thinking about the future. They're thinking about changing things. And if they take more, that means you take less. Think of it as a pie. If they take more, you take less. So you're going to challenge them now, you're going to challenge them later. Might be too late then. They may be too big, too strong. It's coming, guys. Don't worry. It should be nothing you want to hope for. Just something you should know in the back of your mind and prepare for as much as you can. As much as you can. You know what I mean? DAPCA is reporting Syria claims 38 troops killed in U.S.-led strike near Abu Kamal. So they're saying the U.S. led a strike and hit inside of Syria. The U.S. struck inside of Syria. You don't think this thing is happening? You don't think that U.S. led? So that means somebody else was involved. And you know it's Israel. Maybe even France. That would be my guess. Those would be the best guesses for me. But all they're saying is U.S. led. So we're going to get the total blame, right? And then let's look back at the home front. For years you've been seeing and hearing about the FEMA coffins, FEMA camps, FEMA barges, FEMA prison boats, Walmart FEMA conversions, football stadium FEMA conversions. Well, what's happening in Hawaii? The volcano is erupting. People are evacuated in certain areas where there's a curfew. Is pretty much martial law. You can't come out. You can't go around there. And when you evacuate, you know, they have people registering for FEMA, and it's been reported by several organizations, media organizations, that the FEMA barges are right off the coast of Hawaii. Each one of them can hold like several thousand people. And you've heard the rumors about what happened in Katrina, what happened in Houston, you know, and during the floods down there, after Katrina, you know, there's been several hurricanes to flood Houston, Mississippi, and other areas of Louisiana and Texas. And so every time FEMA gets involved, you hear things, you know, you hear things. Some people never come back, never heard of again, you know? So is that what these barges are about? Just waiting off the coast of Hawaii? See, this is the whole thing. To get you in the New World Order, it's easier for it to be your choice. Come to the station, come evacuate. You order to evacuate. We got food, water, showers, change of clothes, peace and safety. And you go, you check in, but you can't check out. Either it's the Roach Motel or Hotel California. So, but then some people go and get out and come back. So we don't know, we won't know the truth because the internet, I'm sure they'll take the internet down in areas what's going on, with these things are happening. And hey, wars are fought in secrecy, planned in secrecy. Remember me punching you in the nose? This is not an assault. Okay. Well, think about that, guys. Be alert, be aware. I love y'all. God bless. Beyond Babbitt. Over and out.